Okay, Assalamu alaikum. I'm here with Dr. Saima, Sandhu. This is Sadaqa from ICNA Relief. I had a few questions. I know, alhamdulillah, you've been helping ICNA Relief for quite a few years. So actually, how long have you been helping ICNA Relief's counseling services?
Almost 3 years.
3 years. And what kind of therapist are you?
I'm licensed professional therapist.
And you also have a private practice,
Yes,
of course. So how long have you had your private practice for?
This is like 12 years.
12 years,
Yeah.
alhamdulillah. What do you see most patients are suffering from?
It depends. If I will go with the ICNA Relief, the most of the patients, they are coming with, adolescents are coming with the different problems. The girls are coming with the different problems. Men are coming with the different problems. It depends.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on sometimes the marriage counseling. The girls and the men, they are both suffering because of the marital issues. But mostly the parents, people are concerned with their kids. Addiction is a problem. Then the boyfriend, the girlfriend, it's a big problem. We can say it like a sex. Sex is a big issue, which we did not discuss a long time ago. But right now, alhamdulillah, I'm happy. People, they are understanding because of a lot of hormonal problems and also what they are watching around. And people, they wanted to hide it, but right now, because problems are in their homes and they cannot ignore it. That's why most of the people, they are approaching me in ICNA Relief for all these type of problems.
And would these same people that come to the ICNA Relief office, would they come to like a private practice as well?
Yeah, few of them.
A few of them. And why wouldn't most of them come to the private practice?
Because of I charge, like my fees is very high here, and ICNA Relief, I almost is nothing.
Yeah, Jazakallah khair, first of all, for doing that for ICNA Relief, because I know a lot of people, from my experience, that I know they won't go to counseling because they know it's insurance or they don't want to cover the fee.
For the ICNA, I feel like it's my obligation. I was ICNA I joined ICNA in I think 2005, I think, I'm not sure. But at that time, I decided myself that if I will finish my PhD, I will start working, definitely I will give a time to ICNA. Then I spoke with Sister Fana, I asked her, I say, definitely I have a time. I don't have a time, but I have a time for ICNA. And in my private practice, people, they are paying like $250 per session. But in ICNA Relief, they are paying like almost nothing. And it's like the people who cannot afford it, who cannot come to my private practice, they can come there and I can help there in the same way as I'm helping in my private practice. And people can tell you that they will not see a difference in me if I'm working there or I'm working here. I give my all full potential there. And people, alhamdulillah, they are praying, they are giving me the prayers, and I'm feeling like this is my everything. Whatever I'm making in my private practice is nothing as compared to what I'm making in ICNA Relief.
Oh, you made, mashallah, that's such a beautiful statement that you made. And so do you get help? Do you just show up, or are there other employees at ICNA Relief that help you during your sessions when you do come?
Yes. Sister Farhana, she helps me a lot. She manages everything, and all the time when we have to need a religious counseling, she's helping there. And there's a guy, I don't remember his name, I think Daniel, he's helping a lot. And this is I really like the atmosphere there. The most beautiful thing is that I'm very comfortable. The people all the time, when I enter, they give me the smile, people around there. And I feel very comfortable, and I feel like that everybody is whatever they are doing in a perfect manner, according to me, because I like the working condition there.
Mm-hmm. And are there any situations that you think people should know about when you do counsel, like any real life stories that should kind of wake us up and to see how important these services are that nonprofits are providing, such as counseling to the Muslim community?
Like few years ago, I was giving a lecture, and I was telling the stories of my patients, and one of the women said, Dr. Saima, I don't believe in you. I think you're lying. How it can happen? I say, okay. I said, but you should take care of your kids. It's very important, because at that time her kids were very small. And exactly after 7 years, she came to me, she called me, because she was not living here. She moved from this state, and she found me. And do you know what she said? She said, you're absolutely right. I'm so sorry what I said at that time. Because I knew, because of my practice, I'm not saying, and this is my job, to understand the people, to understand the problems. And because of those problems, I understood at that time. And I took care of that kid after 10 years. But if she has taken care at that time, definitely it was easy for me. If you will have a problem, if your kid have a problem, and you will bring when he's 6 years old, I need a 6 months. This is my equation. And if you are 46 years old, then I need a 46 months. And unfortunately, people, they don't have that patience. In counseling, there are two things are very important: money and your time. And people, they don't want to do it because they feel like that, oh, what is going to happen behind that? When I was depressed, like years ago, I had like a kind of depression, and I saw my psychologist. And some people told me you should go, and I said, what I have to just talk. And when I went to see her, you cannot imagine, she changed my life. Whatever I am because of my psychologist. May Allah bless her. She was not Muslim. She's not Muslim, but she changed my life. Because when 1 hour I'm sitting with you, I am focusing on you, and I am knowledgeable in that, and I am helping you. And most of people, they feel like that, oh, we will spend like $5,000. The girls are going to be get married, they can give the jewelry of $50,000, $70,000. They can give all that stuff, but they don't want to give them the counseling, which is the most important thing. The major problem, kids, they don't understand each other. And I wish that people should come pre-marriage counseling. Yes, people, they are coming after post-marriage counseling when the things are almost over the boundaries. At that time, it's difficult, but Allah make all the time U-turn. We have a chances, but the chances are very less.
Why is it important for people to take care of their mind? Can you relate it to mind, body, soul, and how? Because that's the way I see it.
In my perspective, you will get Jannah because of your brain. What is that? Innamal a'malu binniyati. What is that? Like whatever we are, whatever our intentions come from your brain. And unfortunately, we are taking care of everything other than the brain. We will take care, I want to buy a good jacket, I want to buy a good bag, I want to buy a good car. But unfortunately, what is the most important thing is our brain. And we are not taking care of that. And the brain health is the most important thing. And I took the certification in the brain health with Dr. Daniel Lehman. He's very popular. He's working he has his own university. And you can Google his name. He's very a popular guy. And he talk about the 4 parts of your life. One is the spirituality, brain, how you can take care of your brain, physical health, and mental health. Mental health is a very important thing. And I work for the awareness. The people should understand how the mental health is important. And people, they are suffering and suffering and suffering. When you have some type of depression, any bad feeling, your body starts creating the cortisol. And what the cortisol is doing, it's like making the damage in your brain. It's directly from your body, it's creating, and it's going the part of your hypothalamus in your brain. And it's becoming like a little dumb. And if you will do your MRI, you will see it. Everybody, you should see it, how damaging it's happening there. And we say, oh, it will be okay, just change your mind, positive thinking. It's very difficult to think positive if you are having any depressive disorder or anything in your life. When one thing comes in your hypothalamus, the memories will say, up till 6 months, resolve me. And you are not resolving it because people think, oh, it's done, there's no problem. It was abused when I was a little child. It was abused when I was 20 years old. And who abused me? He's died. He's not anymore in this world. But the thing is that those memories is going towards their frozen memories. And the frozen memory, when you will see something, what happened? When somebody start crying, when they are watching some movie, what was there? Because it was behind your mind. It was in frozen memory, and it was not addressed. It needed to be addressed. If you will keep your stuff, the bad stuff, in a drawer, what will do? After a little longer time, it will start stinking. It will start giving you a smell. And it will create a problem in your life. And you cannot be a good mom unless you will not resolve your issues. And most of the time, you will transfer those issues in your children. There is a very popular theory, attachment theory. Dr. Daniel said that. And he said, I will see the moms, and 85% I can tell you what type of problem the kids will have. 85%. What is that? That's the attachment issues. If I will have it, then definitely my kids will have it because I will transfer. Because we are the model for our kids. That's why for me all the time I'm telling, especially the women, men too, because they are going to raise the families. They should understand what the problem, what is bothering them. Like they can do within a 2-3 sessions. If the problem is a little less, they can do with 3-4 sessions. But every year is passing, it is increasing and increasing and increasing. That's why I ask everyone, please take care of your mental health. This is the most important thing, what you have to do.
What needs do you see in the future for counseling? Like what kind of demand do you see, or the types of people that would you expect coming into ICNA Relief in the future?
Yeah, mental health. Excuse me. Mental health is very important, and mental health problems are increasing and increasing. It was there before that too, but the problem is that right now people, they are aware. They are aware of that, but right now they don't have the centers, they don't have that money, they cannot trust on the other people. As ICNA Relief, we need more Muslim therapists because they should come, and Alhamdulillah, ICNA Relief is doing all of the places in New York and different places, and I'm happy with that because we need a lot. We just don't need like a 10, 20, 30 because population is increasing, problems are increasing with the challenges of this society. Because of this society, we need more. I need, like in the ICNA Relief, I know all the time there's a waiting list for the patients. A lot of people, they want to come, a lot. But unfortunately, I can spare this much time. More than that, it's not possible for me because this is my job too. But I can see it, whatever we can help. And everybody's helping at their like higher level. That's why it's very important. I wanted a lot of people, they should study the counseling and they should practice that, and they should adopt like as a passion. For me, it's my passion. And I never ever get bored. I start my counseling in the morning 6 a.m. and sometimes 12 I'm sitting in my office. It's not for the money making, it's like giving me satisfaction. My body is creating dopamine when I will see somebody's happy in their life. If I feel the progress in the life. And one time I was like, one of the women, she called me from Saudi Arabia. She was sitting in the haram. And she said, Dr. Saima, I just want to talk to you for 5 minutes. Because that call was from Saudi Arabia. I picked that call. I said, okay. And she said, you know, only one thing. I'm sitting here in front of the Khana Kaaba and praying for you because you changed my life. And you cannot imagine how touchy it was for me. And I have a lot of respect for my clients, and I have a lot of respect for her. All the time. Definitely they are paying, but all the time what I am getting is their prayers. And when I see the happiness, the smile in the other people's life, it makes me, I'm telling you, it creates the dopamine. It's giving me a same type of satisfaction which my clients are reporting to me when they have like a heroin addiction. This is addiction for me. Like I want to work, I don't want to miss anything, I don't want to miss any point. If you'll talk to me, and most of the time I will take a note, sometimes I will not take it, but everything is my mind, my brain. I restore everything because it's not my job, it's my passion. Most of the people around America, they are calling me, they need a help in different things, and they are calling ICNA Relief. And I asked them because there's only 14 counseling centers in America, and people need a lot more. And I want to tell because people, they saw me on the internet and different places, they are approaching me from different places, and there's a lot of need of the counseling, a lot of need in the Muslim community, and especially the community of ICNA Relief. And people, they want to approach because they want to approach some Muslim therapist, some who can understand their culture, and they don't want to go any other place other than the Muslims. I try to refer them, but they want to come. That's why it's very important for us as a Muslims, we should come like more therapists, we should bring more therapists and more knowledge, more awareness, more lecture for the mental health. It's very important. And that's my suggestion, that we need a lot. More than that, as we are only 14. And it's very difficult for me. I told Sister Farhana sometime, I'd say, because I cannot accommodate everyone. Because they are calling me from the different place, Washington, Pennsylvania, Chicago. And one time the people, they come through ICNA Relief. They told me that they are through ICNA Relief. They approached me here in my private practice, and they said, Dr. Saima, we want to see you. And that's why I wanted we should work a little more and bring more people.
Do you think people should give their Sadaqa and Zakat eligible for counseling? What do you think about that?
It's very important. They should it's like changing the life of people who cannot afford it. That's very important. The people, they should donate for that because it's very important. A lot of people, they cannot afford it. And if they will come to my private practice, they have to pay because it's I'm not saying I'm only charging this $250. My competitors, they are charging more than that. But if they will come ICNA Relief, they are only have to pay they don't have to pay actually anything, just $10-15. And that's why it's very important. People should donate for that. And people should donate more, that we should make the counseling centers. Because here we are just providing a little bit, whatever the resources we have it. If we have more resources, we can make the rehab centers. There is no any rehab center for the Muslims. There is no any counseling center for the Muslims. I don't see in New Jersey. I don't know that other places, but definitely we need it. And because of the problems are a lot, and we should do the preventive measures for the adolescents, for our kids, for our community. That's why it's very important. Yeah, we should preventive measures. That's very important. When the problem comes, it's very difficult to deal. As I told you earlier, that it's very important. We should take the problem when it just started. And for the preventive measure, we should do the workshops. We should have career counselings, and because the career is also very important. Marriage counselings, sex therapy. It's very important, and it's a major issue. And addiction, there are a lot of type of addiction. Pornography addiction, and then sex addiction, heroin addiction, alcohol addiction. There's a lot of type of addiction which our Muslim kids, they are facing. And if you will give Sadaqa and Zakat for that purpose, right now you can save the generations. You can save your communities. Definitely it's very important to give for masjid. Definitely it's very important to give other stuff too. But for me, because that's why I'm working with ICNA Relief, for me it's like that I want to save our generations. And this is very important. And the people who know that, who are suffering with addiction in their homes, they know what I'm trying to tell them. And the people whose kids are little, please don't feel like that you are not in danger. Everybody, because of this society, is in danger. And the counseling centers, ICNA Relief is playing a very big role in that. Please help the ICNA Relief so they can help your kids, your generation. Yeah, one time, I want to share one of the story. One time, there's a lot of stories like that. One time, one woman came to me and she called the ICNA Relief, and she said, I want to see you, Dr. Saima. I said, okay, you can come. And she took an appointment, and she came to my office, and she told me the story of her daughter. Her daughter actually, she had a relationship with some white guy, and they were together for a long time. They were texting, they were sexting, they were meeting with each other. And unfortunately, when the parents, they came to know, it's after 4 years or 5 years of the relationship. And they were worried about that, and they were crying, and they don't want to tell anyone, they don't want to share. And she came to me, and then I say, okay, then I took the history, and I know what the problem the girl was facing. She has identity issues. That was not like that, oh my God, she has to do this thing because of player. Because she has a lot of identity issues, a lot of self-esteem issues, and that's why she's running after that guy. And after a counseling of 7 months, alhamdulillah, she changed everything. She understand her religion, she understand her values, and then she got married with Arab guy. She was from, I don't want to mention the place, but alhamdulillah, after doing the counseling, her life is changed. And all the time she's again telling me, Dr. Saima, you played a role. And it makes me oh my God, I'm not working for ICNA Relief, I'm working for these people whom I can help them to change their lives. And I have these type of cases a lot of different problems because of the identity. If some kid is very shy, very nice kid, and parents think, oh, he's the best kid. Actually, he is suffering because of a lot of problems. I want to tell there's a difference between normal and abnormal. If some kid is doing anything other than the normal thing, what is happening around us, then he is in a danger or she is in a danger. I want the people should address when the kids are very small. And I want people should pay attention toward their mental health. Then they will not face that problem for the longer time. And some people ask, oh, therapy is boring, sometimes it takes a long time. What you will prefer? Would you will prefer within 2 years I can fix your problem, or you want to stay with this problem for the rest of your life and the generations too? If people understand that equation, I think it would be easy for them to work for the counseling, for professional help. And some people think, oh, I can talk with my friend. And some of my patients, they are also telling me, they said, oh, I can talk with my friend, I don't need it. But after a little time, I am not saying you should need, definitely you need a friends. But with a friend, you need some person who is knowledgeable in that. And a lot of things are the diseases, are the problems, schizophrenia, bipolar, and major depressive disorder. We need interventions. You need an intervention. You need a doctor. If you have a heart problem, what you will do? Oh, just read this surah and you don't have to see the doctor. It's the same thing, because problems are problems, and there's a mental issues, mental problems, but it's a stigma of our society, which is not right. That's why it's very important. We should go. We should see what we are doing. And the most important thing is our mental health. Please come to see the therapist, any therapist. Either they are in New York, there are a lot of people, a lot of sisters are coming. Please come and join them. Please come for the counseling, and please take the help for your kids, for yourself. Yeah, counseling is like, it's very like an Islamic thing. Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he was and he is the best counselor. He helped the families. He play like the neutral role. When the people used to come discuss with him, I'm not saying like I can take his place, but I can take a little of his place, like just taking his message and incorporating like Islam in the counseling, and we can give them the better opportunities to solve their problems. And I think it's 100% according to Sunnah to go for the help. And also there is ayah, I forgot about that ayah. When you have a problem, you should go to the knowledgeable people. And we are knowledgeable in that stance. We are knowledgeable in that problems. And definitely I wanted the people should go. Don't feel like low like, oh my God, it's a stigma. Please go and take the therapist's help. It's very important. And it's 100% Islamic. Some people, they are saying, oh, like depression, it's like people who are not praying, people who are not doing this stuff. That's why the depression comes. I don't want to say that, but you can go with the Hazrat Maryam Radhiyallahu Ta'ala. When she had a problem at that time, she was crying. It was a little depression. Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, at the time when he was not coming, at that time he was like feeling like a pounding heart. And he asked the help from Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala. But after that, we need some practical help too, because we are living in the society and it's a part of Islam. We need to have like to go with the other people. We need to have the new technology, new things, new knowledge which can solve the problem, because problems are today's problem. Years and years ago, it was not that problem. Before that, when we were in like 12 years old, I was 12 years old. At that time, the problem was not like that. But right now, it's very important for us to take the counseling. This is very important subject of our life.